Hello. At this time 15 years ago, I was in a very privileged place. I was volunteering at a Christian guest house and retreat centre in Migdal, which is in Israel. The guest house overlooked the Sea of Galilee, so each day I was able to look upon the sea and across to the Golan Heights. It was incredible to see the colours change on the far-off hills at different times of the day. I was amazed to see the sea change from being as still as a mill pond to becoming very choppy as an east wind blew at around 2 o'clock each day. My time in Israel was incredible, as it enabled me to gain such an insight into the land and places we read about in the Bible. And the Sea of Galilee is the setting for our passage today, Matthew chapter 14, verses 22 to 33. The disciples are in a boat on the sea and a considerable distance from the land. During the fourth watch of the night, Jesus went out to them, walking on the lake. The disciples were terrified as they thought it was a ghost. I remember an Israeli tour guide referring to this story when I was there, and she shared that it was Jewish superstition that if they saw a ghost, it meant impending doom and death. So we can understand why they were so afraid. But Jesus immediately spoke to them, saying it was him and to not be afraid. Peter then asked Jesus if he can come out to him on the water. I love his enthusiasm, and so does Jesus, but as Peter walks out to him, he sees the wind, becomes afraid, and starts to sink. The Lord saves him and says, "You have little faith. Why did you doubt?" How does this story relate to us today? Are we keeping our eyes on Jesus so as not to be afraid? He is there. He is with us. He will save us. Amen.